made. They are born. They are born of dreams, of the strong urgency to find repose in the recesses of the sky. It is the spirit's response to a bird winging its way toward heaven, to a child's kite being gently tugged skyward by the wind. It is the eye reflecting the colors of the rainbow. It is the heart yearning to be free. Balloons are born out of the passion and desire to become even better than we are, to excel, to aspire, to seek new heights. Balloons are born out of our ability to plan, to build, to bring into being. They are born out of imagination and fancy, releasing even the most dormant of creative instincts. It is at this point the dream becomes reality, with the flight from fancy to fact. This pinnacle of our desires, whether for business or pleasure, is in fact an aircraft, born of a multitude of technical skills and engineering expertise. Raven Industries, recognized throughout the world as the leader in balloon manufacturing, was formed in 1956, primarily to build scientific research balloons, an area we continue to excel in today. In 1959, Raven began development work on a modern hot air balloon system. And 1 year later, in October of 1960, Raven made its first manned flight with a continuous burner source and petroleum fuel. It was that 1960 flight that made all the difference in the world of hot air ballooning. And now, even after celebrating over a quarter of a century of progress in the unique skill of balloon making, every day marks another milestone in Raven's product, performance, and excellence. Raven's Balloon Manufacturing Center lies on the edge of the industrial area of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, a subdued city on the Great Plains, where the Midwestern work ethic is reflected in the quality of the product. Balloon manufacturing is only one part of our diversified company, which is now publicly owned, with Raven stock traded on the American Stock Exchange. The company is an industrial vanguard for capability and creditability. Both our luxurious Classic Series and the Standard Rally Series all began with our engineering department, where Raven engineers put their years of research and expertise into the details of designing and testing the balloon system. Only after extensive testing of several prototypes is the engineer's approved design then relayed to the drafting department for production assembly drawings and purchased parts specifications. The completed blueprints are sent to production, and materials are ordered according to engineering specifications. Raven inventories more than 800 different parts for use in our different models and sub-assemblies. At Raven, we feel that through our research, we are using the highest quality and finest materials available. For example, in fabrics, we are continually researching and testing all commercially available fabrics to determine maximum strength and longevity. Raven is the only balloon manufacturer whose fabric has to pass 2 separate tests. The first is for strength and porosity of the fabric, just as it comes off the roll. Raven then goes one step further by putting the new fabric in an ultraviolet chamber, which simulates exposure to approximately 150 to 200 hours of sunlight. Only after it has passed both tests is the fabric approved for the production department to proceed with building the balloon. From the manufacturing specification sheet and the customer's design, the work begins. Everyone knows what has to be done. There are no guesses. Huge bolts of fabric for the envelope are rolled onto tables almost 100 feet long. The envelope is the fabric bag, and what most people think of as the balloon itself. However, it is only one part of this complex aircraft. Moving with an indescribable precision, the cutters cut the half gores, 24 to 48 at a time, with an electric knife. The cutter's line is checked, inch by inch, for conformity with the gore pattern. Almost simultaneously with the cutting, the gores are indexed with a black marker as a check and balance system for the seamstress as she sews the 65-foot-long gores. Most elaborate designs and commercial logos are inlaid, an intricate process which sets these pieces in as a part of the fabric structure. These inlaid designs are especially important to our commercial clients because there are never any wrinkles in their company logo. The symmetry of the envelope remains intact, and with an inlaid design, there is no extra fabric to add unnecessary weight to the passenger loads. Adept seamstresses sew the gores together, working with the large pieces of fabric, pulling the portion to be sewn, often the entire envelope, up, under the needle, and across the machine. The seamstress folds while the machine stitches. This is the French fell seam. These finished seams are sewn with a Type 301 lock stitch, utilizing 2 interlacing threads. Because of the added strength of this seam, it is preferred by Raven over other seam types used by some other balloon manufacturers. In each of the 24 gores, 1,000-pound load tapes are installed, vertically as well as horizontally. Forming a skeleton, the fabric rests within. For the construction of any single envelope, it takes a minimum of 5 different types of sewing machines. A suspension system of heat-resistant steel cable connects the envelope to the basket, another feature of our uncompromised Raven quality. Simultaneous with the cutting and construction of the envelope is the production of the basket and burner system. Raven baskets are unequaled. They are not only beautiful, but their design is functional. They are engineered and tested for a maximum of passenger comfort.